السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا. من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له، وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له، وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون. يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء، واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم، ومن يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما. أما بعد، فإن أصدق الحديث كتاب الله، وأحسن الهدي هدي محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم، وشر الأمور محدثاتها، وكل محدثة بدعة، وكل بدعة ضلالة، وكل ضلالة في النار. Alhamdulillah, we are together once again, mashallah, and this is a great bounty of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to us to be still continuing at this level, to learn this amazing, important language, mashallah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless us all with the tawfiq and with the ability to take on whatever it takes to make sure that we learn this language, inshallah. I mean, it is a very difficult task, I know, but the fruits are going to be beautiful because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to reward you abundantly. Anytime you strive for Allah and you make effort for Allah, know that your reward is going to be countless. And you're going to feel the reward in this world as well as in the hereafter, inshallah. If you can recite this Qur'an and understand it in this world, alhamdulillah, there is in my mind, after being a Muslim and being allowed to pray the salat, there is no greater bounty than that, because praying the salat is an obligation. Reading the Quran in Arabic with understanding, in my mind, is an obligation, but I mean it's not done. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is not going to take us to account at the level He's going to take us to leave off the salat, because the Prophet ﷺ says the first thing a person is going to be questioned about on the day of judgment is the salat. And if it is good and complete and perfected, then every other action that he does is going to be perfected and good and complete. So, the first thing we have to worry about is our salat. So, what I'm saying, and even in the salat, we have to know what we are saying too, because there are many, many things that we might know. Some of the things, like we might know simple words like Allahu Akbar, Alhamdulillah, but to know everything that you say in the salat is a requirement. You have to know what you're saying to your majestic Lord. They are beautiful statements. I mean, they are not just regular statements. They are a statement of high praise and exaltation to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So you should know that in Arabic. So if you learn the Arabic language just for that, so that you can be able to communicate to Allah properly and to listen to His words and understand it, and you do that, inshallah, for Allah, you are going to feel a joy and a happiness and a sweetness that you can't know unless you learn the Arabic language. So inshallah, stick with it, go for it, don't let up, don't let shaitan distract you from this. Make sure, regardless of what it is or how difficult it is, sit in every class, and after the class is finished, go over the concept, inshallah, because it is going to become easier and easier. We don't make the effort. If we make the effort for Allah, Allah is going to open the way for us. As Allah says, وَمَنْ يَتَّقِ اللَّهَ يَجْعَلْ لَهُ مَخْرَجًا. Whosoever has taqwa for Allah, Allah is going to make an opening for them from their difficulty. So inshallah, this is the basis, and this is the reality, this is Allah's promise, and you have to believe it. So work with it, inshallah, and don't give up. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala help us and guide us. Ameen. We move into the subject today, inshallah. Brothers and sisters, we welcome you to today's session. And this is the 14th session of Foundation 1. The 14th session of Foundation 1. Foundation 1 has 16 sessions in all. Tomorrow's session is going to be the 15th, which is officially going to be the final session, because the 16th session is a review of the 13th, the 14th, and the 15th sessions. Being in this is an honor for us, for which we cannot thank Allah the Most High enough. And this is something we like to really express because thanking Allah has different ways to do it, but one of it is by expressing it with the tongue. In this session, we will discuss the following types of jumlatun ghayru mufidatin. A jumla ghayru mufida is a jumla as you know, a sentence. Ghayru mufida is which does not have benefit. It is incomplete, right? Or we call it al-murakkab al-naqis. Al-murakkab al-naqis is a structure that is deficient. So both of them are incomplete, right? So we call them phrases in English or the incomplete sentence. And then today we are going to be doing what we have been talking about so much, the possessive expression, that is al-Idaafah. The phrase or incomplete sentence. Al-murakkab al-naqis, as we said, al-murakkab means construction. Naqis means deficient. Naqis means it's not complete. Jumlatun means sentence. Ghayru mufida, that's without any fa'idah. Fa'idah means something does not have fa'idah, does not have benefit. So it's a sentence that does not have any benefit. So it's incomplete. So it's a phrase. Phrases are not incomplete sentences, right? The phrase or incomplete sentences are 5. We discussed this the last time, so I'm just going to go through them quickly. The demonstrative phrase, al-murakkabul ishari. Al-murakkabul ishari. The demonstrative phrase. As we said, murakkab means structure, right? So is the ishari structure, which we did the last time. In the last class, we did this when we were talking about hada kitabun, means this is a book. But if you put the lam, alif and lam, on the kitab, the definite article on the kitab, right? It becomes al-kitab. Hada al-kitabu means this book. Now that's a phrase, that's not a sentence. Hada kitabun is this is a book. Hada al-kitabu means this book. This is what the demonstrative phrase is all about. The possessive phrase, al-murakkabul idafi. Al-murakkabul idafi. This is the mudaf ilayh, which is our subject for today. That's why I have it in red. The descriptive or adjectival phrase, al-murakkab al-tawsifi. Al-murakkab al-tawsifi or al-murakkab al-wasfi. Right, so the descriptive or adjectival phrases, we're going to do this tomorrow, inshallah, if Allah blesses us with life. The numerical phrase, al-murakkab al-adadi, inshallah, we're going to do this when we do adad, when we do numbers. The indeclinable phrase, al-murakkab man was-sarfi, and this is very rare. And I mean, actually, I don't feel that these two are not really very, very crucial in what we have to achieve for this foundation now. So in the entire foundation one, I'm not going to be discussing any more phrases. We have already explained the demonstrative phrase, al-murakkab al-ishari, that's the last class. Inshallah, in this class, we will explain the possessive expression, al-Idaafah, or what is called mudaf, mudafun ilayh. In grammar, there are 7 types of definite nouns. Alhamdulillah, we have already discussed the first 6. Al-ismu al-mu'arrafu bi-al. That's an ism that has al on it. Like, for example, we have hamdun, means praise. Alhamdu means the praise. Ismul alami means proper nouns, a proper noun. And that is like Muhammad, Allah, Abdullah, names of places like Misr, like Makkah. Al-ismul munada bi ya. Ya is used for calling attention, right? So I say, Ya Muhammad. Ya is harfun nida. Muhammad is al-ismul munada. The one who's called is the ismul munada. Damir is made up of 2 categories, as we said, muttasil and munfasil. Muttasil is connected damir or the attached damir, and the munfasil is the detached, right? And we have all of those explained. Al-asma al-mawsula. Al-asma al-mawsula are like alladhi, allati, allai, like that. Alladhina, alladhani, alladaini. Asma'ul ishara, like hada, that's for qareeb and ba'id. Qareeb is like hada, hadihi, haulai, hatani. For the ba'id is dhalika, tilka, ulaika. Inshallah, we want to continue with our discussion relating to the final category. And that is because it comes with, it deals with al-mudaf. Al-mudaf. Right? We're talking about, remember we are talking about al-mudaf wal-mudafu ilay. The mudaf and the mudaf ilayh. Now, the mudaf that we are talking here, that is ma'arifah, that is from the anwa al-ma'arif, that is from a definite noun, is the mudaf ila ma'arifah, is that which is connected, is that noun which is connected to another noun that is ma'arifah. The noun that it's connected to, it's ma'arifah. So then the mudaf becomes ma'rifah. But it is the indefinite possessed noun, or it seems indefinite possessed, right? For example, if I had, like the example is right here. It's connected to a definite noun. The indefinite possessed noun, which is connected to a definite noun in a possessive construction, is called al-mudaf ila ma'rifah, the indefinite possessed noun. For example, if I have kitabun. Kitabun is indefinite. I'm connecting it to the damir. And I want you to know that every time, we said all damir are ma'rifah. All damir are ma'rifah. All damir, when it is in the construct state. When it is in the state of mudaf, mudafun ilayh. That is something you have to know, right? Every damir, every damir that is pronoun that is connected to a mudaf, every damir that is in a mudafun ilayh state is ma'rifah. So any noun that is connected to it is going to be mudaf ila ma'rifah. It's going to be mudaf ila ma'rifah. In this case that we have here, in this example, kitabuhu, the damir is ma'rifah, the damir is known. Kitab here then becomes ma'rifah because we know who exactly we're talking about. We're talking about him. Kitabul mudarrisi, we are talking about al-mudarrisi. The mudarris here is ma'rifah, is known. So kitab becomes known also, the teacher's book. Right? It's not a student's book, it's not that boy's book, it's not your headmaster's book, but it is a teacher's book, right? So it becomes ma'rifah, it becomes known. The possessive expression. The possessive expression is called al-Idaafah in Arabic. So this expression, the second category that we are talking about, right, is al-Idaafah. It is called al-Idaafah. And pronounce the dot properly, right? Al-Idaafah. Al-Idaafah means adding or annexing. And it is to add one noun to another. Now I want you to remember that all phrases are made up of nouns, two nouns coming together. Anytime a harf comes between them, anything that comes between them is not a nounal construction. Okay? So it's to add one noun to another. So the possessive expression is to put together two nouns also, to form a relationship of possession. That is important. Like the teacher's book, or the book of the teacher, as we had over there, Kitabul Mudarrisi, right? It is, these two nouns are related to each other because they're connected. The connection is one of possession. One possesses the other. The teacher possesses the book. The teacher is the owner of the book. So it is one noun connected to another noun to form a relationship of possession. They have to be together. If they are separate, it is no longer a possessive construction. Idaafah is the expression that shows ownership of one thing over another. Okay? Example here is we have two words, Qalamun and we have Muhammad. Qalamun and Muhammad. And you notice the color we have them in. We have them in two different colors, inshallah, for a particular reason. Because we want to show that Muhammad is the owner of the pen. The pen belongs to Muhammad, right? So we say Muhammad's pen or the pen of Muhammad. Qalamu Muhammadin, right? This construction here has Qalamu Muhammadin has two parts. One, something possessed. Something possessed, which is the mudaf. Notice we have it in blue, right? Something possessed is the mudaf, which is the qalam. The qalam is what is possessed. And two, an owner of that possessed thing, which is the mudafun ilay. And this is in green, as you see, right? So this is the mudafun ilay. It is made up of two words. One is the owner and one is the thing that is possessed. Whole subject is dealing with the concept of two words. One is the one that is owning and the other one that is the thing that is possessed. So basically, to go it over back again, we have two words. One is what is possessed and one is the possessor. One is the owner and one is the thing that is owned. And they have to be two nouns. One is the mudaf, that is the thing that is possessed, and one is the owner of what is possessed, which is the mudafun ilay, right? The thing that is annexed to or connected to or added to, right? As we said, idaafah means adding or connecting or annexing or connecting. All right, let us move. Let us see this example that we have here. As you see, we can distinguish what we are doing here immediately, right? By saying babul bayti. We have bab is mudaf, al-bayt is the mudafun ilayh, because it is in green, right? We color coded it because of that, inshallah. So babun is mudaf and al-bayt is mudafun ilayh. Now I'm just going to expose you to something else. When you see this construction, right, you notice that in both of these cases, qalam and bab, the tanween is dropped. It only has a dam on it, right? Yeah, this is the other essential part of this. We're going to explain it, but I want to, tell you about it so that you can start thinking about it. So when we reach it, it's going to be easier to really comprehend. So the mudaf always drops a tanween. It never takes tanween. Never takes tanween. And the mudafun ilayh is always majroor. Always majroor. Always majroor. So the mudaf is like if it has alif and lam on it, without the alif and lam. Okay? Because when the alif and lam come on a noun, it drops it tanween. Like in this case, al-baytu, right? But we see it's al-bayti because it is mudafun ilayh. Mudafun ilayh is always majroor. The mudaf never takes tanween. Two rules that you always have to keep in your mind. Okay? Alright, let's move on, inshallah. So, quickly, this page is about one word being annexed to another word. The form is an expression called a possessive expression. It's called Idaafah, right? Something is possessed, which is the mudaf, and the owner, or the one that possesses that thing, which is the mudafun ilayh, the thing that it is connected to. The mudaf is connected to the mudafun ilayh, not the other way around, right? Okay. So the mudaf never takes alif and lam, always drop the tanween, and the mudafun ilayh is always majroor. Okay, let's move on, inshallah. As we go on, we are going to get the expression. So this means the door of the house or the house's door. The door of the house or the house's door. The mudaf is definite, right? When it's mudafun ilayh, is definite. For example, al-baytu here, which is the mudafun ilayh, is ma'rifah. Babun becomes definite because it is connected to this. So it's called al-mudaf ila ma'rifah, and it is ma'rifah. It is therefore definite. The mudaf that is connected to something that is definite, so it becomes definite. So the possessed noun which is connected to a definite noun in a possessive construction, like kitabuhu, like his book. We know whose book, his book. Kitabul mudarrisi, we know whose book it is, teacher's book. Okay? So the teacher here, you know it is definite because it has alif and lam. Okay? It is definite. The mudaf is connected to it, so the mudaf automatically becomes definite. So kitabuhu, who is always ma'rifah when it is connected to a noun in a construct state, in this state. Because that's how it is. It is always a construct state. It's always a possessive state. Anytime any noun is connected to a pronoun that is attached, the noun that is connected is always in a state of, these two are always in a state of mudaf, and it can be indefinite, right? The mudaf can be definite and it can be indefinite when its mudafun ilayh is indefinite. So if the mudafun ilayh, so everything about it being definite or indefinite is connected to whether, to the state of its mudafun ilayh. So for example, we have imam and we have masjid. We don't have al-masjid, so we know which masjid it is, a definite masjid. We have masjid, any masjid. So when it is connected like this, imamu masjiddin, an imam of a masjid, right? That's how it translates. Or a masjid's imam. Okay? Any one of those is okay. Imamu masjid, imam, as we said, the mudaf, always drops the alif and lam, and it always does not take tanween. It does not have alif and lam, it does not take tanween. And the mudafun ilayh, which is masjid, is always majroor, always in a state of jar, inshallah. In all cases, the mudaf is never prefixed with al. It never takes al, and it does not take tanween. The possessed noun and mudaf take different cases. Now this is important. So this mudaf, right, here, like kitabuhu, kitabul mudarrisi, like imam al-masjid, it takes different cases. It can be marfu', it can be, that means it takes dhamma, right, in the case Dhamma is used because we have seen, like with the Musanna, it can be marfu' with alif. Kitabani, that is marfu' bil alif, there is no Dhamma, right? Like the Jam Muzakkar Salim, al-Muslimuna is marfu' bil waw, okay? But normally, generally, the majority of ism, they are marfu' bil Dhamma, like Imam here. Imam is marfu' bil Dhamma, okay? Or it can be, the mudaf can be marfu', it can be mansoob, or it can be majroor, okay? Inshallah, so that's important. So you can take different cases. While the mudafun ilay only takes the genitive case, it's only in the halat al-jar. So it's always going to be a kasra at the end, or whatever takes the place of the kasra, depends on what category of word it is, right? As you see here, kitabul mudarrisi, kitabuhu. This doesn't change to he because it is the who is mabni. We've said all the mayra al-mabni. The mudaf taking a dhamma. Examples of idaafah showing the different i'rab. The mudaf taking a dhamma. That's the first thing. So we said the mudaf can change. The i'rab on the mudaf can change. The declension on the mudaf can change. It can take dhamma, fatha, or kasra. Al-mudaf taking dhamma. Kitabut talibi. Kitabut talibi. Kitab is the mudaf. At-talibi is the mudafun ilayh. So we see, alhamdulillah, at-talibi is majroor. We said that's always majroor, right? Always majroor. Kitab, we say this is the mudaf. It does not take alif and lam, and it does not take tanween. Here, nothing affects it, so its default state is dhamma. So it's kitabul talibi, which is the student's book, and this is the halatul raf, right? The student's book, halatul raf. Right, look at it there. Takes a dhamma, right? Taking a kasra. The mudaf taking a kasra. The mudaf, this is the first word, right? That does not have alif and lam, it does not have tanween. It takes a kasra. Halat al-jar, right? So we put ala in front to let it affect it. When ala comes in front of any noun, it makes it majroor. Now we already know that the mudafun ilay, al-mudarris in this case, is going to be majroor. It's going to take a kasra. So that is not because ala is in front of it. Ala only affects right now maktab. Maktab affects mudarris. Because maktab is the mudaf. The mudafun ilay is majroor. Now maktab, its i'rab changes because of ala in front of it. When ala comes in front of any noun, it makes it majroor. Now it doesn't have tanween, so because we said the mudaf never takes tanween, it never takes alif and lam. So all that happens is that the dhamma changes into a kasra. Now the third case is al-mudafu taking the fatha. Al-mudafu taking the fatha. This is halat al-nasb. Sorry. Halat al-raf we can say marfu', it's marfu' bi dhamma. It's majroor bi kasra. It's mansoob bi fatha. Okay? We can say that, inshallah. Okay? Now, ra'aytu is a verb. Ra'a means to see. Or it means to see, or he saw. Ra'aytu means I saw. Ra'aytu, this two here indicates I. I saw maktab al-mudarrisi. I saw the desk of the teacher, or the teacher's desk. So this becomes the maf'ulun bihi, the thing that is the action that I did of seeing is effected upon. Okay? So ra'aytu maktab al-mudarrisi. So it is mansoob. We're going to get more examples, inshallah, but this is basically what I wanted to express from the previous slide, that it takes the mudaf, can be marfu', it can be majroor, it can be mansoob. Marfu' bi dhamma, majroor bi kasra, mansoob bi fatha. Okay, these are the states here, as you see they are circled. The mudafun ilay, at-talib in this first example, takes a kasra. Al-mudarris takes a kasra. Al-mudarris takes a kasra. It's all majroor, inshallah. Examples of mudaf ila ma'rifa. Here are some examples. Qimmatul jabal. Qimma means the tip or the top. The top of the al-jabal. Qimmatul jabali. The top of the mountain. You see, I said the word here of. Look for this word. The top of the mountain. Okay? Or the tip of the mountain. Qimmatul jabali. Qimma is the tip or the top. Qallamu Muhammadin. We already did this, right? Muhammad is ma'rifa. We are saying al-mudaf ila ma'arifa. Al-jabal is ma'arifa because it has alif and lam. Qimma is the mudaf. Qimmatu. Al-jabali is mudafun ilayh. Al-jabali has a kasra. Qimma, nothing comes before it. If I say ala qimmatil jabali or ra'aytu qimmatal jabali, you understand? So it can change, right? Qimmatal, qimmatul, qimmatil. Qimmatul jabali because there is nothing before it, right? Ala qimmatil jabali, upon the top of the mountain, then it becomes kasra. Ra'aytu qimmatal jabali, I saw the tip of the mountain or the top of the mountain, that's it, right? Muhammad's pen, qalamu Muhammadin, qalamu Muhammadin. We did this already. Qalam is mudaf, Muhammadin is mudafun ilayh, right? Very simple, very, very simple, mashallah. Very easy to understand, right? Qalam is ma'arifa because Muhammad is ma'arifa, right? Muhammadin is majroor because it's mudafun ilayh. This does not take alif and lam, it does not take tanween. Muhammad's pen. Okay. Kitabul Mudarrisi, we did this also, the teacher's book. The teacher's book, kitab is mudaf, teacher is mudafun ilayh. Okay, inshallah. This is marfu because there's nothing to affect it, right? And Mudarrisi is majroor because it is mudafun ilayh. The mudafun ilayh is always majroor. Bintu tabibati. Bintu means daughter. At-tabibatu is the doctor, female doctor, right? So we put the two together. Bintu tabibati. The daughter of the doctor, the doctor's daughter, the doctor's daughter. Okay, anyone is good. The daughter of the doctor or the doctor's daughter. In the above examples, one would notice that the mudaf does not take alif and lam. Bint, right? Kitab, qalam, wa qimma, and it does not take tanween. Kadhalik, right? Bintu, kitabu, qalamu, qimmatu. Right? You notice that, right? The mudaf ilayh is always majroor in all the above cases. The kasra is on the last letter of each word. Al-Jabali, Muhammadin, Al-Mudarrisi, Al-Tabibati. Right? So that's the second thing that is we have learned. All the examples are mudaf ila ma'arifa. All the examples are mudaf ila ma'arifa because the Jabal is known as ma'arifa because it has alif and lam. Muhammad is ma'arifa because it's ismul alam. It's a proper noun. Al-Mudarris is ma'arifa because alif and lam. At-tabiba is ma'arifa because it has alif and lam. Okay? So Muhammad is the name of a person, so it's a proper noun. Ismul alam. The teacher, mudarris, and the mountain are both ma'arifa. And the tabiba is also ma'arifa. Right? So all are ma'arifa. So that explains that, inshallah. Let us go on. I mean, let us see how it goes. Okay? And let us see what is going on. Here are some common mistakes in the possessive expression that people normally make. So after this slide, I mean, you should have a clear understanding of this concept, inshallah. All right, let's go. So we have Kitabun Muhammadun. Okay? We want to put it in a construct here. It becomes Kitabu Muhammadin. Kitab is mudaf, but Muhammad is mudaf ilayh. This has been explained before so much, so we should know. By now, at least Kitabu Muhammadin should be in our head. In our heads, inshallah, because we know we have heard it so much. Now, if we say Kitabun Muhammadin, this is incorrect. Right? Kitabu Muhammadin is correct. Nahdhifu tanween in the Idaafah. Nahdhifu tanween means we delete or we take off the tanween for the mudaf in the Idaafah, in the state of Idaafah. The mudaf, tanween drops. Okay? Okay. So that's the first thing. Second thing is Al-Kitabu Muhammadin. This is incorrect also. Al in front is incorrect. He says the mudaf never takes tanween or alif and lam. Never takes tanween nor alif and lam, nor the definite article. Okay? So both are incorrect. What's the correct thing here? Kitabu Muhammadin. Nahdhifu alif and lam in the Idaafah. So here we take off the tanween for Idaafah. So just leave it at Kitabu. And we take off the alif and lam, right? This is incorrect. So anybody who does that is not doing mudaf ilayh. Kitabu Muhammadun. This is incorrect. Al mudaf ilayh is always majroor bi kasra, like Muhammadin. Always majroor bi kasra. Always majroor bi kasra in this case, sorry, because sometimes it can be, Masjidul Muslimina, Amirul Mu'minina. right? Mu'mineen is majroor bi ya. Okay, but in this case, it's a proper noun, it's a singular noun, so it's Kitabu Muhammadin. It's always mudaf, the mudafun ilayh is always majroor bi kasra. So, I mean, I've been mentioning this all the time, inshallah. I hope that now we have Kitabullah, Kitabun, and we have Allah, 2 words, right? So how does it, when it comes together, it becomes Kitabullah. Kitabullah is the book of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, right? Bintu Hamidin, Bintun and Hamidun becomes Bintu Hamidin. Notes relating to the possessive expression. Sometimes, now this is very important to pay attention to. Sometimes in a phrase, there's more than one possessed that is mudaf, and there is more than one owner for mudafun ilayh. Right? We're going to give examples to show how this comes about. Sometimes in a phrase, there's more than one possessed, there's more than one thing possessed, mudaf, and there's more than one owner, mudafun ilayh. Right? So there might be 3 words. The first one is possessed, and the second one is possessed. So the first one is possessed, and it's possessed by the second one. And the second one is possessed, and it's possessed by the third one. So it's 3 words together. Okay? So the first one is possessed by the second one, and the second one is possessed by the third one. Okay? Let us get an example, inshallah. Babu bayti rajuli. Babu bayti rajuli. Let us see if we can work this out. Babu is mudaf. Is mudaf to al-bayt, because we say the mudaf and mudafun ilayh. So forget rajul. It's Bab al-Bayt. Bab al-Bayt is the door of the house, or the house's door. Right? Okay? So this here is mudaf. It's mudafun ilayh. Right? The first thing is, it's mudafun ilayh. Right? It's Bab al-Bayti. That's why it takes a kasra, right? That's why it takes a kasra here, because it's mudafun ilayh. So because it is mudafun ilayh, it takes a kasra. But it is the bayt of the rajul. It is the house of the rajul. Alright? It is also the house of the rajul. It is the bayt, the door of the bayt, but it is the door, the bayt of the rajul. It is the house of the rajul. So it becomes mudaf, because it now becomes the bayt of the rajul. And rajul is mudafun ilayh. Right? So we have 2 mudaf. Bab is mudaf, bayt is mudaf. And we have 2 mudafun ilayh. Bayt is mudafun ilayh, and rajul is mudafun ilayh. The door of the man's house. Okay, that's what it means. The door of the man's house. Yeah, Bab, we are talking about the door of the man's house. We are talking about the door first of all. What possesses the door? What is the so-called owner of the door? What owns the door? What possesses the door is the bayt. The door belongs to the bayt. Right? The door belongs to the bayt. So this here, forget the rajul. Leave rajul out of the picture for now. Right? Bab al-bayti, it is supposed to be. If we are leaving out rajul, right? If you are leaving out rajul, then it's supposed to read Bab al-bayti or Babu baytin, because then bayt would be mudafun ilayh. Bab would be mudaf, bayt would be mudafun ilayh. Now, the bayt is possessed by the rajul. The bayt is owned by the rajul. Forget the bab now. Forget the bab. We're talking about the bayt and the rajul. Right? So the bayt becomes mudaf, and the rajul becomes mudafun ilayh. Now the bayt takes the kasra and not a dhamma, because it is mudafun ilayh. In the first case it's mudafun ilayh, so that affects it to take the kasra, and then it joined to the rajul, and that makes it mudaf, and the rajul becomes mudafun ilayh. The thing that makes us know that it is not a sifa, it's not an adjective, is because alif and lam is not on it. If the mudaf has a sifa is an adjective, it should come immediately after the mudafun ilayh. If the mudaf, this is the mudaf here, right? This is the mudafun ilayh. If the mudaf has a sifa, it should come directly after the bayt with a definite article. With the definite article, that is the sifa, should take the definite article, and it carries the same i'rab as the mudaf, and it carries the same i'rab as the mudaf, that is the thing that is possessed. Let us get an example of this. Okay, so we have, and let's get a meaning one time. The house's new door right? If you study your English, you will know that new is an adjective here. New means al-jadid, right? New here is jadid. Okay, so new is the adjective for bab. It explains bab. It explains the door. It's an adjective. It's a description of the door. It's not an old door. It's not a broken down door. It's not a wide door. It's not a narrow door. It's a new door. Okay, so that's the adjective. Okay, now the door, the bab, belongs to the house. It's not the door of the cupboard. It's not the door of the cabinet. It's not the door of the wardrobe. It's the door of the house. So we want to say the house's new door. Now, the first thing we have to do is we have to connect the bab, the door, to the house. We have to connect the door to the house because those two have to be together. They can't be separate. If it is separate, it's not going to be the possessive construction, right? So it has to be babul bayti, the door of the house. What about the door of the house? It is jadid, al-jadidu. Now, what did we say? We say if the mudaf, this is the mudaf, the door. We're talking about the door. The door has a sifa here. The door has the adjective, right? It is a new door. It's not a new house. It's a new door of the house. The house might be old, but it has a new door. Okay? So, we want to talk about the doors, the door being new, the door of the house being new. Okay? So, what do? It comes immediately after the mudafun ilayh. So it comes directly after mudafun. This is the mudafun ilayh. It comes directly after it. Right? With the definite article, and it takes the definite article. Because it is not a mudafun ilayh. So it's not a mudaf. It's a description of the mudaf. So the mudaf is ma'rifah. Here the mudaf is ma'rifah. Because we say al-mudaf ila ma'rifah, ma'rifah. And it is mudaf ila ma'rifah. It's mudaf to the bayt. The bayt is ma'rifah. So it becomes ma'rifah. Babul baytil jadidu. Because the description has to take the i'rab of the thing that it is describing. So this has dhamma, so this one has to have dhamma. Babul baytil jadidu. So you have to go over this back again. This is going to take some time for you to sink in, right? It should immediately come after the mudafun ilayh, and it should have definite article, and it carries the same i'rab as the mudaf, and it carries the same i'rab, the same dhamma as the i'rab, the same dhamma as the mudaf. The house is new door. There's another example here. If the mudafun ilayh has a sifa, it should come immediately after it. That is after the mudafun ilayh. It comes immediately after the mudafun ilayh. And it carries the same i'rab as the mudafun ilayh. And it carries the same i'rab as the mudafun ilayh. Not as the mudaf, right? Because this is describing the mudafun ilayh now. So it carries the same i'rab. So, look, babul bayti, we're talking about the door of the new house. Here is the door is new. Here is the house that is new. You understand the difference? In this example, the door is new. So the adjective is describing the door. In this case, the house is new. So the adjective is describing the house, the new house. Okay? So in this particular case, the house is mudafun ilayh. Look, babul bayti. Bab is mudaf. Al-bayt is mudafun ilayh. Right? Al-jadid, jadid is the mudafun, is the description, is an adjective for the mudafun ilayh. So it has to take the same i'rab as the mudafun ilayh. Right? Takes the same i'rab, so it takes a kasra. Look, in this case, this one takes a dhamma because it is a description of the mudaf, which is marfu. So it is marfu. In this case, the description is of the house, so it is majrur because the house is majrur, because al-bayt is majrur, inshallah. So we'll continue from there. Let us get some examples of Idaafah from Al-Faatihah, Aayatul Kursie, and Al-Fil. Now, many times you're reading, you see Bismillahi, and you might wonder, oh, I know why Bismi has the meme, the meme on the kasra is here, right? Why is it kasra? Because it is majrur ba. Ba is harf al-jar. It comes in front of the ism, it makes it majrur, right? So Bismi, but why Allah has kasra? Why does Allah have kasra? Bismillahi, because it's the ism of Allah. I begin in the name of Allah. I begin in Allah's name. So it is the name of Allah. So Allah takes a kasra here because it is mudafun ilayh. Okay? Get that, inshallah? So we have harf al-jar makes the mudaf majroor, and Allah is mudafun ilay, which is the mudafun ilay is always majroor in the name, in or with the name of Allah. Right? Look the of there. This tells you it is mudafun ilay. So now you might understand why Rabbul Alameen. Rabbul Alameen is the Lord of the world, right? The Lord of the worlds, the Lord of the worlds, right? Okay. So we have here, this is mudaf ila ma'rifah. The Rabb. Al-Alameen is ma'rifah. Is mudaf ila ma'rifah. Okay? So it's Rabbu. And it's ma'rifah, right? Al-Alameen is mudafun ilay majroor biya. Because this here is Alamun. Alamun is like Muslimun. It's majroor biya. It's majroor biya. It's mudafun ilay majroor biya. Right? The Lord of the world. So we can have either. So the mudafun ilay is always going to be either majroor bi kasra or majroor bi ya. If it is jama' muzakkar salim, or if it is musanna. If it is dual or jam' muzakkar salim. Or what is mulhaq, or what takes the ruling of jam' muzakkar salim, like alamin in this case. Its i'rab is just like the jama' muzakkar salim. Okay, inshallah. Malik. Maliki yawm ad-din. As we said, remember that we can have two mudaf in ilay. This is one of the examples. Malik is mudaf. Right? It's supposed to be marfu, right? It's supposed to have dhamma. Tomorrow, as I said, we are going to show why this is Maliki. Maliki. Yawm ad-din is mudafun ilay. Maliki yawm. Allah is the master of that day. Master of the day. Which day? Ad-din. The yawm al-hisab. So this is mudafun ilay. So yawm is mudaf, and ad-din it is mudafun ilay. Malik is mudaf, yawm is mudafun ilay. Is it mudafun ilay? That's why we put mudafun ilay first. Mudaf, then mudafun ilay, because that's the first construction, and it's mudafun ilay, and it's majroor, the kasra. Maliki yawm ad-din is mudafun ilay. So here in the other case it is wa mudaf. So it's two. It has two sifat, two characteristics. So Allah is the master, sovereign of the day of judgment. Lahu. This is not an example of it. So that's why we didn't have it here, right? We didn't put mudaf and ilay. We have harf al-jar and damir, and it is mabni. The damir is mabni, right? Inshallah. So belonging to him. Lahu bi'idhnihi. Idhn means permission. He is his, right? B is harf al-jar. B comes in front of ism, so B is harf al-jar. So it makes what the ism ism al-majroor. This is ism al-majroor because it is majroor because of the harf al-jar here. So we call it ism al-majroor, and it is mudaf. Mudaf, and it's morab. It is morab. Look at how many different things we know. It is morab because it takes a kasra, right? Ba kasra. Here it affects the ism, so it becomes bi-izni. He is damir, mudafun ilay, and the damir is mabni. This kasra here is not because it is morab. It's because to facilitate. Because we explained this when we were doing when the ha is connected to a word that has a kasra before it. This damir here is connected. This damir and the him and the hima and the hinna, all of them, they take a kasra when they are connected to a word that has a kasra before them or a ya. With his permission. Idhn means permission. Min ilmihi. This is an Aayatul Kursie also, right? So what you should do is take out these. Lahu ma fis samawati wa ma fil ard. This is an Aayatul Kursie. All of this is an Aayatul Kursie. These are in Surah Al-Faatihah, right? Min ilmihi. Min is harf al-jar, right? Ilm is ism al-majroor. It's an ism that comes after the harf al-jar, so it is called ism al-majroor. It's majroor by kasra because it comes after the harf al-jar, and it is mudaf. This is mudaf, and the ha here is mudaf ilay, right? And it is morab, so that's why it takes a kasra. The ha here is damir, and it's mudaf ilay, and it is mabni, just like this damir here. But it takes a kasra just to facilitate the reading. We don't say min ilmihu. It's very difficult in Arabic to work like that. So Arabic is a language that facilitates the pronunciation of the words, right? Min ilmihi. So that's why it's min ilmihi in the Aayatul Kursie. From his knowledge. Min ilm, knowledge. Ha is his knowledge, from his knowledge, right? حفظهما ولا يؤوده حفظهما. Hifz means protection, right? Protecting something. Hifz is mudaf ila ma'rifa. Hifz is mudaf ila ma'rifa, so it becomes ma'rifa, right? Because huma, the pronoun we says is always ma'rifa. Huma is ma'rifa, right? Mudaf ilayhi, and it is damir and it is mabni. Okay? Hifdhuhuma. That's why it doesn't take a kasra. We don't say hifdhuhumi. Right? That is not allowed. Hifdhuhuma, because huma is mabni. Protecting them both. Right? Protect both of them. Rabbuka. Rabbuka is Rabb is mudaf ila ma'rifa because the kafir is ma'rifa. So the Rabb becomes ma'rifa. Rabbuka is you. Ka means you. It's mudafun ilay, it's damir and it's mabni. So that's why it's not Rabbuki. Rabbuki would mean your feminine, right? So that is why it has to remain mabni. It has to keep the fatha there. So you know it's Rabbuka, your Lord. Masculine singular. Okay? Your Lord. We have bi ashabil feel. Bi plus ashab plus feel. Alam tara kayfa fa'ala rabbuka bi ashabil feel. Bi kasra. Ashabil feel. Ashabil feel is mudaf ilayh, right? The bi here is kasra, so that affects the ashab, so it becomes kasra. It takes a kasra. Harf al jar. Ismul majrur. The ashab is ismul majrur, and it is mudaf to this word, and it is morab, so it takes a kasra. Okay? Al feel is mudafun ilayh, and it is majrur. It is not mabni. It is morab. This is incorrect here, right? It's damir. It's mudafun ilayh, and it is morab. This is incorrect, so you can change that here, inshallah, in your book, right? This means with the companions of the elephant. Rihla tashita'i. Rihla means journey. Shita means winter. So it's the journey of the winter, or the winter's journey. Rihlatun is the mudaf. Okay? But here it is rihlatan because of its construction in the sentence. Here it is separate. When it is separate, nothing affects it. It's rihlatun. The mudafun ilay is al-shita'i. So it's rihlatu shita'i. Al-shita'i is mudafun ilay. So that's why it takes a kasra, right? Here. Al-Idaafah, al-rihlatun is mudaf. Okay. Let's get the other example. Rabb hadha al-bayt. Rabb hadha al-bayt. Hadha al-bayt here. Hadha and al-bayt are in a separate construction here. This is al-bayt here and hadha coming together. It makes it like the construction that we were talking about. The murakkab al-ishari. Hadha al-bayt means this house. So it is two words come together with one meaning. They are not like two separate nouns. So Rabb is mudaf and this is double mudaf ilayh and things like that, right? This is Rabb hadha al-bayti. Rabb is mudaf and hadha al-bayti, hadha is mudaf ilayh, and al-bayt is called something called badal. But we're not going to really explain that right now. But it's like an adjective. It takes the same everything from this hadha, because it's not a separate mudaf ilayh. So let me not get you confused in that. Just know that Rabb and hadha al-bayt, we're going to put it as mudaf ilayh. Rabb is a mudaf, the Rabb of hadha al-bayt, the Rabb of this house. فَلْيَعْبُدُوا رَبَّ هَذَا الْبَيْتِ. يَعْبُدُوا Rabba is mafulun bihi there, because who should they worship? Who does the action of worship affect? The Rabb of the bayt. The Rabb of the bayt, the Lord of the house, of this bayt. That is the Kaaba. شَانِئَكَ إِنَّ. Remember, inna comes in front of shani, so that's why it takes a fatha. Inna shani'aka, right? Otherwise, it should have been shani'uka, right? But it is inna shani'aka. If you go back to Surah Inna A'tainaka al-Kawthar, you would see it says inna shani'aka. Inna is in front of it. So shani is the mudaf. Shani is their enemy, is the enemy, right? Shani is the enemy. Shani is the enemy. Shani aka. The ka here is the damir and it is mudaf ilayh. Dinukum. Lakum dinukum. Lakum dinukum. Dinukum. Deen is mudaf. Deen is religion. And minukum is your plural, right? Because we did damir before, right? There's a damir muttasil. It's connected. Dinukum, it becomes deen. Deenun and kum becomes dinukum. Right? This is a state of idaafah. Okay, this is mabni, so this remains like this. Dinukum is mudaf. It drops the alif and lam, it is dropped the tanween. So it's dinukum. Okay? إذا جاء نصر الله والفتح. نصر الله. Nasru, it's supposed to be Nasrun and Allah, right? So Nasrun is the Nasrun means a victory, right? So Nasr and Allah, those are the two words, right? Nasrullahi is the mudaf ilayh, is the Idaafah state. Nasrun is the mudaf and the mudaf ilayh is Allah. Maluhu, mal means wealth, right? Mal means wealth. So his wealth. Maluhu, malun and hu, right? Mal is the mudaf, it is his wealth. Okay? And who is the mudaf ilayh? Okay. Imra'atuhu, wamra'atuhu, wamra'atuhu. The waw is waw al-atf, so that can drop off. That's just a conjunction, right? And his wife. That's what it translates as. So the waw drops off. So it remains imra'atuhu. Imra'atun is the woman, means woman, right? Imra'atun. Imra'a here is the mudaf. The ha is mudaf ilayh. Imra'atuhu. Now remember the hu is mabni, so that's why it doesn't change, right? And even we said when it changes, like in fi kitabihi, it is because of ease of reading. Bi'iznihi, it's because of ease of reading. Min ilmihi, it's not because of it being more of it's ma'rifah. Ta'amil miskin. Ala, if you go back to the ayah, وَلَا يَحُدُّ عَلَى طَعَامِ الْمِسْكِينِ. عَلَى طَعَامِ الْمِسْكِينِ, right? The ala comes in front of the noun, it makes it majroor, it takes the kasra. طَعَامِ الْمِسْكِينِ. Miskin is the is majroor. Is majroor bi kasra. Because miskin is ta'am is food. The food of the poor. Right? The miskin is one miskin, and the plural is masakin. So it is majroor bi kasra. It's miskinun. Al-miskinu. Al-miskini. Right? Al-miskina. Okay? So it is majroor bi kasra. Salatihim. Alladhina hum an salatihim. An. So the an comes in front of the salat, so it makes it kasra. The salat means the prayer, right? Salatihim. I just have it as salat here because everybody knows salat. Salatihim, salatun is the mudaf, and the him is the mudaf ilayh. Bihamdi rabbika. Now this is two mudaf and two mudaf ilayh here. Bi is majroor, is harf al-jar, so it makes the hamd majroor. Hamd of your Lord, right? Hamd of the Lord of you. That's how you can translate it in English, right? Hamd of the Lord of you, right? Which is your Lord, right? So hamdi rabbi, hamd of the Lord. But this does not take alif and lam, because it would have been hamdu rabbi, the praise of the Lord, praise of the Lord. Bihamdi rabbi, if I didn't have ka, right? But because of the ka, it's mudafun ilayh. Let's make it. So rabbi is mudafun ilayh, and ka is mudafun ilayh. Rabb is mudaf, hamd is mudaf of Rabb, and Rabb is mudafun ilayh of hamd, and then Rabb is mudaf of ka, and ka is mudafun ilayh of Rabb. So it has two mudaf ilayh here. Bihamdi rabbika, with the praise of your Lord. In this case, it is different. Li is harful jar, so it makes Rabb take kasra, right? So Rabb takes a kasra because of the li, and then it is mudaf. It's mudaf in layska, li rabbika, right? Fasabbih bihamdi rabbika, li rabbika, Rabb and ka, right? As you see, the mudaf is Rabb, but it has kasra. It's supposed to have dhamma, but it has kasra because of the lam that comes in front of it. And the kaf is mudafun ilayhi here. Fi jidiha hablum min masad. Fi makes the noun here, the mudaf here, takes a kasra. Because the mudaf and the mudafun ilayhi here is jid. Jid is the mudaf. Jid means neck. Fi jidiha habl. In her neck is a rope. Abi Lahab and his wife are going to be in hell, right? Fi jidiha. Allah is telling us what is going to be in her jid, in her neck. Fi jidiha. The jid here is majrur because of the fi, because of the harf al-jar, all right? And ha is the mudafun ilayhi, right? And it is mabni, so that is why it is ha. Okay, fi jidiha. Bi rabbil falaq. Qul a'udhu bi rabbil falaq. Bi is harf al-jar. Bi rabbi. Rabbi is majrur bi kasra because of the bi. But this is it is mudaf. The mudaf ilayhi is al-falaq. Al-falaq is in the morning. The rabb al-falaq is the morning. Say, I seek refuge or I seek protection with the rabb of the falaq, the rabb of the morning. Min sharri ghasikin, from the shar of the ghasiq. Min is harf al-jar. It affects the shar. It's supposed to be sharrun. If the min was not there, it would be sharrun ghasikin, right? Sharru ghasikin, it would be. Sharru would have been, it would have been sharru because the min is not there. But because the min is there, it affects it. So it becomes min sharri. The harf al-jar becomes majrur, the kasra. So shar is the mudaf, right? The evil of the ghasiq. Min sharrin naffathati. The same construction again. Same thing here again. As you see, all of these words have kasra in front of it, harf al-jar in front of it. That is why the mudaf is majrur. Min sharri an-naffathati. An-naffathat is majrur bi kasra because it's being mudafin ilayhi. Min sharri hasid, same construction again. Min sharri, min comes in front of it. Min sharri. So you see, you know exactly why all of these words in Surah Falaq and Surah Nas takes kasra now. Because first of all, they have the min comes in front of them, the harf al-jar or the ba or the fi or the li or the ba, right? So the word, the mudaf is always majrur in these cases, right? And hasid and naffathati ghasiq are all mudafun ilayhi. So min sharri hasid, the envier is hasid. So when we say from the evil of the envier, of the envier, right? Or of an envier. Sharri and hasidin, yeah, is one envier, right? Actually, this translation is incorrect. It should be an envier. Bi rabbin nas. Bi affects the rabb again, so it makes it majrur. So rabb is majrur because of that, right? Rabbin nasi, rabb is mudaf, and nas is mudaf ilayh, right? Bi rabbin nas and ilahin nas, same thing. Ilah means a god, the god of mankind. I seek protection. Qul a'udhu bi rabbin nas. I seek protection. A'udhu bi rabbin nas, with the Lord of mankind. Malikin nas, with the king of mankind. Ilahin nas, the ilah of mankind. The ilah of mankind, the God of mankind, the deity that man should be worshipping. So alhamdulillah, this here, I mean this has given us, if we go back now to these surahs, we can take out these words in them and we can understand them, you know. So we should learn these words, all these new words, inshallah. And this is our final slide on this, so we conclude here, inshallah. This concludes the 14th lesson. I ask Allah to keep our hearts warm and intentions pure. Furthermore, I encourage everyone to learn this majestic dua. MashaAllah. Allahumma anfa'ni bima allamtani wa allimni ma yanfa'uni wa zidni ilma. Oh Allah, benefit me with what you have taught me and teach me that which benefits me and increase me in knowledge. جزاكم الله خيرا. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.